Okay, hello everybody. I'm really looking forward to hearing all your great music coming in very soon. My name is Kollers. I'm head of jazz here at Trinity, Laban. And yeah, I'm just sending you a little message here to give you some tips about your upcoming online submission. So first of all, remember not to go over 50 minutes because there's lots of you applying, and I want to be able to appreciate everybody equally. So stick within the time frame of 15 minutes, please. And ideally submit 3 different pieces, or 2 standards, or 1 standard and 1 original, and then maybe a transcription or maybe a third little item as well. That would be great. I'm sure you're working already on transcriptions. That's always really interesting for us to hear. My top tip would be to not really worry too much about handing in a perfect product. It's more, as you know, with jazz, we're thinking about the process. So the best thing really for us is to see where you're at, where you're working at the moment. And so it's really okay to have something that's not too polished. And what's more interesting for us is the commitment to improvising and your engagement with the history and with the contemporary music. So if you feel that you don't have a rhythm section, or if you're a rhythm section player, if you don't have a horn player to play with you on your recorded audition, please don't worry, because it could be also very interesting to hear you play solo. So for example, if you play like a swing type piece, of the groove that you're playing is a swing, then you can just put the metronome on 2 and 4, or you could even tap your foot on 2 and 4 and then play unaccompanied. That would be absolutely fine for this audition. It's quite hard, as you probably know. Just make sure that you really play nicely on the form, and then just work on the harmonic detail of the cadences, and that you can do that all by yourself. So that's the aim anyway, to be self-sufficient, because then we are better team players anyway. So please don't worry about if there's a lack of live band with you. So in other words, don't worry so much about the perfect backing tape. It would be okay to play solo. It's the material that we're interested in, and what you do with the material that's interesting to us, rather than this perfect clip. So when you introduce yourself, it would be really nice to get to know you a little bit. So obviously talking about your journey so far, and also talking about your aspirations. That's obviously very interesting to us. But you could also talk a little bit about your feelings about jazz, about the history of the music, and about who you're into, what you're listening to, because this is really always very interesting to us. So in my experience, the outstanding auditions always are by people that have really researched the music on a deeper level. So for instance, if you choose to play a song like Autumn Leaves, it's really great to have listened to recordings of that particular piece. For instance, Cannonball Adderley playing with Miles Davis and Hank Jones, the version on something else. So an awareness of what has been done with the song is as important as the song itself. So just playing Autumn Leaves out of the real book is cool, but it's what people have done with the song that's really interesting to us. So your conversation within these other conversations on the song are really what makes things outstanding for us.